Hey YouTube, it's Tara. Alright, so this is going to be a quick video on something that's kind of been bugging me lately. Recently, just celebrated Easter, a couple days ago, and it kind of brought up some, I guess you could say awkward feelings for me in a sense. As if any of you, go onto my channel and you've seen my videos, in my description, of where it talks about myself for a minute or two, it says in there that I am a Wiccan, which I don't know which one it says. And that kind of brings up a little bit of kind of awkwardness at work. At my job, majority of people at my job are Catholic, which is fine. Okay. Some people are. There's Catholics. There's Methodists. There used to be Presbyterians. Most people were, mostly underneath, the Christian religion, which again is fine. I don't judge. I personally don't come preach to me. Don't tell me that my religion is bad and that yours is better, because I'm just gonna tune you out and I'm just gonna say no. I'm just going to ignore you. It's that simple. So one of my bosses, who I still work with, she's Catholic. Her husband's Catholic. Both families are Catholic. That's how she was raised. And we got into. Sorry, I was watching Tanked. We got into a discussion about religion because my best friend just had her baby last month. No, February. Sorry, he was a Valentine's Day baby, and she made me the godmother. The only problem is I was born Catholic, baptized, I had communion, I had confession. I never was confirmed because I wasn't going to be confirmed to something that I'm not anymore. I don't follow the Catholic way per se. I incorporate Jesus into my Wiccan practice. I'll delve more into that in another video if you guys want. Otherwise, I'll probably just leave it be. Sorry. And everyone made a point saying, Tara, you can't be the godmother. I said, says who? And they said, in the church's eyes, you can't be the godmother. And I was curious why. And when I asked, they said, because you're not confirmed as a Catholic. I said, because I'm not Catholic anymore. I said, not to that degree. I said, I incorporate Catholic, deities. I was like, but that's as far as it goes. I was like, but I'm not confirmed, I don't care. What does that have to do with it? They're like, since you're not confirmed, you can't really stand on the altar during the christening. And I can't, I guess because I'm not I wasn't confirmed. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I guess that means I can't be the one to go set up the christening, which was weird. So I was like, okay, well, and I explained to my friend that, I can't do that. And she goes, well, and she was raised Protestant. I was like, oh, okay. And there's a church near her that, she still hasn't decided if she wants to do it or not. So I don't know if this poor baby's gonna be christened. But she's like, oh, if anything, they don't care. They're not very strict. So, but I was talking about that with my boss. Because she was like, oh, how's your friend? How's the baby? Blah, blah, blah. And she got to the topic of, Catholic and, religion, and how she wants her son to go to Catholic school, and, she wants to take him out of public school. And I said, I went to Catholic school, and then I got put into public school, because public school's free, Catholic school wasn't. And when I was in Catholic school, since they focus mostly on religion, more than everything else, when I went to public school, I was so far behind everyone else. It was like, my parents were like, we paid $400 for you to be behind everyone else. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so I was like, so don't stick him in Catholic school just because of the church. Just send him to CCD. If you really want to learn that. And that got into a whole thing about my family. Both my parents are Catholic, but they're not super strict. They weren't like that even, when raising us. My mom sent me to CCD when I was out of Catholic school because she wanted me to continue my religious study, but after a while I was like, no, I don't want to do it anymore, so she just kind of stopped. She's not going to push me into it. And my boss made a comment saying that I had no choice, my sister has no choice, my brother has no choice, that as my parent, my mother said, if my mother said I had to go to church, I had to go to church. That, my sister, my brother, and I and myself We had no say, we had no choice in choosing our religious path, which that kind of annoyed me. Because, to be honest, yes, I do. It's my life, my path, you know? Like, my sister is either agnostic or atheist. I get them confused. I do. I'm really bad with that. As to, you know, she either doesn't believe in God, or doesn't believe in God, like the word God, like she just believes in a higher power, or she doesn't believe in religion at all. I think she just doesn't believe in, you know, she just doesn't believe in the word God. Like, she believes in a higher power, but that's about it. And before I continue, if any of you are going to write comments and be like, oh, well, you have to believe in God, or you can't incorporate God into your Wiccan practice, just don't bother writing those comments, because I don't care. Okay, this is the path that makes me and my sister happy. Doesn't affect anybody else. Don't pretend it does. Wow. Sorry, my window, in my webcam, my window looks like it's extremely slanted, and I don't know if that's just because my floor's slanted. Sorry, I just really noticed that. So the point of this video is, with religion, you can't say that yours is right and someone else is wrong. And you can't go around preaching to people, you can't go around judging people based on their religious preference, because you know what? That's really messed up. Okay, you wouldn't want people to judge you, so don't judge anyone else. And I've seen it a lot, especially, I work in retail, so I work with a lot of people. The customers, my coworkers, I see it all the time. You know, you wear a piece, I don't have them in now, but I wear a good amount of times. I have ankhs that I wear. I have crescent moons that I wear, earrings. I'm actually wearing my Celtic Cross. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, sorry it's really blurry, my webcam sucks. My camera's still all on the fritz, so when I get enough money to buy a new one, then we'll be good. So until then, you have to deal with this. Sorry. And I don't have it on me. I have a triple moon pendant that I wear. And sometimes when I wear those, people look at me like I'm weird. It's like, mind your business. Doesn't concern you. You know, and I see people staring at my earrings. I see them staring at my neck. You know, I see them staring at them. I've had people ask me what they mean. I've had people ask me if I'm a Satanist. Oh, I've had people ask me all the crazy things ever. I had someone ask me if I was a Satanist and if I performed animal or human sacrifices. I was like, what? No, like, of course not. Like, why would you say that to someone I was like blown away by this person. Blown away. Because they had the audacity to say that. Like, you can't say stuff like that. You can't just assume because someone wears a symbol different than yours that they're bad. Okay, so and it really just annoyed me. And I see a lot of people, they do that, and a lot of people, they think it's fine. Like, people get away with it. It's not okay. You can't go judging people based on a different symbol they wear. You can't go judging people and assuming that if they don't practice your religion, that their religion's bad. Okay? People, when I say, no, I'm Wiccan, you know, they go, oh, well, that's still dark and evil and nasty. And if it wasn't for the fact that I work, that I'm at my job when people say this to me, and I don't want to get fired, I'd be fucking flipping. I would, excuse me for dropping the F-bomb, but I would flip out on these people, because that just drives me nuts. You don't know about the religion, don't run your mouth and say it's evil, don't run your mouth and say it's dark. Okay, there are people out there, yes, who use witchcraft for negative reasons. That is true. But you know what? The people who do that, karma's gonna come back, you know, that's why it's called the, you know, rule of three. You know, everything negative they put out is gonna come back to them threefold. That's why karma's called a bitch, because it's gonna happen. You know, they're gonna get what they deserve. I don't. Okay, I don't do anything negative with my magic. I don't do anything negative with my willpower. Nothing negative. It's all very happy and peaceful. And I'm like, if it wasn't, like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I was working, I would have flipped out. But I was like as soon as this person said, oh, it's evil, I said, no, it's not. No, it's not. I said, it's a nature-based religion. I said, it's actually very peaceful. I said, so don't say that. I said, because there's a lot of people who you don't know it, There's a lot of people who actually are pagan or Wiccan. I was like, seriously? They don't like that. I was like, it gets them really, really twisted. Yeah, and this person kind of backed off, but she, unfortunately she was kind of stuck in that mindset of, oh, it's bad. Sorry. When it's not. Okay? The basic point of my rambling for tonight is just because someone has a different religious preference than you doesn't mean you have the right to say anything about it. If you don't agree with it, if you don't understand it, if you don't like it, that's fine. That's why it's called an opinion. Right? You're welcome to have one. Don't sit there and tell someone that they're wrong, that their religion's evil. Don't say their religion's fake. I've had people say that about about Wiccan and pagan religions, and that's another thing that drives me nuts. My husband used to do that until he went to the military, and the military recognized it. And I was like, in your face. Haha. Okay, so just don't do that. Don't go preaching. Sorry, I like to count a lot on my fingers. I'm sorry, but just don't do stuff like that. Don't preach. Don't judge. Don't be nasty. Don't be rude. Just don't do it. Okay? Alright, I said this is going to be a quick video, and I'm going into 11 minutes now, so I'm going to cut this short. Alright, and this will probably be my only ramble on religion, because it just makes my blood boil when I get into it. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. You guys have a good night. Bye!